good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jantima Storytime Music. So guys, one time I had a girlfriend that I really liked, and she used to do whatever I want, even if I didn't, flush the toilet. Can I get a toilet sound effect? Yeah, I was dusty and farting and smelling like you know what. But you know what, guys? I thought she would never leave me until one day. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? She dumped me. Now stop the show. That was a lie. I was just making it up to prove my point.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I was, in that particular incident or story time, what we call overconfident, thinking that I had it my way. Even though that story is not true, it represents something that is true. And drum roll, please. We're talking about Kanye West. Now, Kanye West has been an anchor in hip hop music for such a long time. I mean, ever since producing like Jay-Z The Blueprint as a producer, like in the early 2000s, late 90s, Kanye West has been literally on fire. And then with the other stuff he's been doing, the investments in the Yeezy brand, but Kanye can't get out of his own way. So much so, well, you know what? Let this TikToker, Pretty Malik, explain.
After Balenciaga, Adidas has officially dropped Ye. So Balenciaga announced this a few days ago, and now Adidas is following, but they have released a statement saying that due to the offensive and anti-Semitic comments that Kanye has been making recently, they have decided to sever ties and stop production of his Yeezy line. Now, the company has been facing pressure to cut ties with Ye. They've dropped this statement saying Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. As I said, a lot of people have been waiting for Adidas to do this. This follows Balenciaga dropping Kanye and reports that Vogue and Anna Wintour have distanced themselves from Ye. Now, Adidas has also said that they're estimated to take a $246 million loss because of this decision this year. Wow. Update on this Kanye West story. He has now officially lost his billionaire status. Forbes has come out with the numbers, and they said, yes, after all these different companies decide to sever ties with Kanye, the net worth has drastically changed, including Gap and most recently Adidas. You can check out my previous video if you want to know more about the Adidas thing. But he was previously the net worth was previously valued at $1.3 billion. Now Forbes says it's at $400 million. I'll keep you posted if there are any other updates.
So as you see, Adidas has dropped Kanye like a bad habit. So now he's not even a billionaire anymore. And it's very interesting because, I'm not necessarily looking at what Kanye said or did, because when he said it or did it with black people, there was no real repercussion. Talking about George Floyd, there is no real repercussion. But what he said about the Jewish community is the repercussion. And even though you think you're a billionaire, you think that you can't get canceled, you can get canceled. Now, I want to talk about a documentary that I've been watching the last few days called Making Black America. It's on PBS. Watch episode 2. I don't want to play any of the content there, but it pretty much talks about the era in which blacks were underneath the Jim Crow in the South and even in the northern parts of the United States. Even during the time of Booker T. Washington, we used to come together and bring our business communities together to do business and intentionally do things with our community. In other words, we were operating like how you see the Jews operate till this day. The only thing that was different from us is we forgot how to do that during integration. And that's when we were making strides. You see, that is what the Jewish community does. It makes sure it is insulated. And anybody who says anything against them, and we're not saying that all communities are perfect or don't have problems, because obviously There's no humans that are perfect, but they have the ability to make you pay a price. And the reason for that being is because they are intentional about respecting their people. That's all Kanye West has forgotten. You can get all the money you want, but see, Adidas is going to have somebody knocking at the door. Get rid of the guy. Balenciaga, get rid of the guy. Guess what? I'm going to get rid of you. But that's exactly how our community can be if we are intentional with doing business with our people. See, we hate our people. That's the difference. And when I look at how the Jews operate or other communities operate, I look at that they have differences, but it makes me want to go back to the times of our people back in the 1910s, the 1920s, the 1930s, the 1940s, and to look at our people as an economy, to be intentional, to make sure that other groups respect us and to build value for our people, such that if you come against us, we have the ability to do what others do to us. And I don't blame them. It's called power, but you got to be intentional to get power. I see so many people talking about they agree with Kanye. I see so many people upset like he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back where? In the industry that he doesn't own? He got kicked out of his own deal. Number one, with Adidas, you had $1 billion based on them. It wasn't yours. And this is what black people got to start doing. We got to be intentional about respecting our people. We got to be intentional about where our people have suffered and come from, and don't let people joke with that. We got to be intentional about respecting our men and our women when we see each other in the streets, being intentional about supporting our businesses, being intentional about educating our people, because that's what the people who own our community, who own the industries that we start, that's exactly what they do. They make sure that their people never forget what they have been through. We forget. Sometimes we are even dumb enough. Listen to what I'm about to say. We are foolish enough to make fun of the people who've done great things for us. MLKs, we can talk down on them. Sometimes I used to have disagreements with Marcus Garvey. Not anymore. We would talk about our Frederick Douglasses. We would talk about our Harriet Tubmans. We would do all kind of foolish stuff like this. Yeah, we would do it. We'll get on here on YouTube and do it. Call them ugly, call them all kind of names. And then you can get away with it with your own people. Sure, you can talk that mess all day. You can say all that all day. You're going to do this. You're going to pull up on somebody. You're going to beat this person up. You're going to try it with the right people and see what happens. Won't you be apologizing? Or if you don't apologize, you're going to lose everything you got. But you can't get there without any respect for your group. And once black people start to have that same love for our people that the other groups have for their people, we might actually be someplace. We might actually not be complaining about who rules us in hip hop, how they're making our people look in music videos, because we will educate our people not to do such. We will have respect for our people not to do as such. And I'm inspired by the power moves that these folks have made against him, because we can be doing the same thing. What's stopping us in the black world? We got all the opportunities in the black world, got the most talented groups of men and women. We have brothers and sisters all over the black world with unlimited amount of money, unlimited amount of opportunity and power. All we got to do is just start respecting our people, and we could be up next. The question is, what's stopping us? But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.